All right, and we are live. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome, and welcome, Kathleen from Kathy's Guided Tarot. It's always fun to read with Kathy. Always a pleasure.
It's been
Let's
a
see
few
who
weeks
all
since
we
we've
have
read
on
together.
today. Many times. All right, I'm trying to see.
Oh, okay, I do have my mute
Can't
on.
afford to load on my phone. Did yours pop up? There
My
you
YouTube,
go.
yes.
Yep. Mine just came on, so.
And then I just got notices
Okay.
too. Oops.
Say hello to Michelle, my Belle, Patty G, Chris, Teresa, Marine. Oh, I found somebody else that lives. Well, you will be living closer to me next year, but somebody that's maybe an hour away from me. Hello, Marilyn and Vivian, Karina,
And
Terry
Kelly.
G, Kelly Shockley. Hello, Chris Martin.
Chris and Chris.
Elvira, hello.
Elvira. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Yes, I hope that you all had a happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
And Karina from California. Where in California are you? I'm in Central California.
Marilyn says she's from Lake Milton, Ohio, which I think I've heard of, but I'm not sure exactly where that's at.
It's probably towards
Hey, Purple Elephant. She's in Sutter Creek. Hi, Chase.
Sutter Creek. Never heard of Sutter Creek. It must be a very small town.
Hey, Sherry Kirk.
Hey, Sherry. How are you doing? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
All right.
Yeah, I've been having a hard time through the holidays too, Sherry. It's been a hard one this year. I think it's mostly because I haven't had any family around. I didn't decorate or anything this year. That's probably the mistake I made. Is there was nothing festive in my home, so other than making the big dinner, which was good.
Oh, Marilyn says she's in. Is that down by Youngstown, Maryland? Milton Creek or Milton Lake? I've heard of it. Yeah, it's hard so many during the holiday season. And I was getting a lot of my friends saying that they've never felt like less in the holiday spirit, which is kind of sad. If anything, for me though, since me and my husband moved into this bigger house, I felt it early because we went shopping for Christmas decorations early.
Your house looks beautiful.
We upsized, so we had a lot of spaces to fill, a lot more decorations to get. So I was definitely in the holiday spirit this year.
Definitely. Okay. And your dining room table was gorgeous. Kevin sent me pictures of everything. I'm like, I want pictures.
See, I was excited. But I know I get it though. It's been a rough last 2 years, and so many people have lost people that they know or family from the pandemic. So I mean, I definitely get that.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Well, we are going to open up and do personal questions today. Yeah. We're going to do some personals today, and then if you all have any political, world events, spiritual questions, we're doing all of that today. So we'll probably be on for, I would say, an hour to an hour and a half. I think is a good time. Hey, George. Bye. I did question up first if you want to do a political question, Kathy.
Yeah, I was just I was listening to a news feed.
Oh, yeah.
The one that Uncover the News has, and Lieutenant Colonel Waldron He's the one that wrote the slideshow that Maddows on the insurrection that Maddows presented to Trump and associates on the insurrection of how to overturn our government. Will he go up and be charged for treason since he is an acting lieutenant colonel of the Army?
What's his name again?
Colonel Aldrin. He's an Army colonel. Yes.
So what do you want to ask? If he's going to
will he be
indicted
court-martialed? Because he's an active military. So that's a court-martial. Will he be going through a court-martial? I'm going to get my crow deck for that because I'm not going to taint my brand new Marcelli deck.
Hey, Sheila. I hope you're doing well, friend.
Hey, Sheila. She wants to know, did you rearrange the room? Did you rearrange your room, Kevin?
I didn't know. Does it look rearranged?
You're just not in the dining room. Where are you?
Oh, I've been reading down in my little office for a while, but I do sometimes like to mix it up. I hope you're feeling better, Sheila.
Oh, me too.
On the bookshelf's right there. I just have my computer moved over a little bit. We'll ask your question next, Patty, since you were the first to ask. Real quick, what's the name again? Colonel
Waldron.
Yeah. Waldron. Okay.
And we want to know if he's going to be court-martialed for his participation with the insurrection slideshow that he wrote and presented to Mark Meadows and the 1-6. Oh, this isn't looking good for him.
I'm getting a yes with my pendulum. Must be court-martialed.
Yeah, I'm getting a big yes on that too on my pendulum.
Will you do me a favor? Since will you just type his name in so I can click on it for the question?
Okay. So I need to put it in StreamYard. I can't type. I have to put it on.
If you can do it, you can do it on Facebook if you opened.
Yeah, I gotta do it on Facebook. I just gotta find my.
Thanks, Sheila.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. I just Googled to get a picture of him, and I definitely see him in trouble.
Yeah, I'm seeing him in trouble with the Ace of Wands. followed by the
Mhm.
Three of Swords, piercing his heart. The sun's going to shine on what he was up to. There's a lot of infighting going on in the military ranks right now about this whole process. But he's in bed with the lovers, with Trump. I'm seeing that as that Ace of Wands as a yes. They will be filing charges against him.
Yeah, I see him indicted.
And yeah, I'm seeing him indicted. It's not good for him. What a stupid thing for active military to do, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think he was paid money.
Oh, yeah. I threw some clarifiers, but I didn't read them. But yeah, he had a 9 of Pentacles right under his ace.
Well, I see the information that he had and the landing coming out about him. It's interesting. I just threw some clarifiers down, but the energy I got for him is the Knight of Swords crossed by the King of Pentacles. So that is Trump's insurrection there. He's the knight charging ahead quickly, seeing things through for Trump. And it was definitely planned beforehand. There was a lot of hard work put into that. But with that, I get the Ace of Swords being revealed. I get that he's very nervous right now, and he is trying to do like some delusion. Look here, not here.
Kind of illusion card. I pulled the clarifiers. I pulled 5 new clarifiers on it. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got the Knight of Pentacles. That standstill knight with the illusion.
Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah.
The Page of Cups with the emotion, but the Ace of Swords, the truth will be revealed on how he was working with the White House with that 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, he's bound up with them. And I think he did receive some money for it. Some kind of
I'm feeling money too. I do see some jail for him going within 5 of Pentacles, and in this deck especially, the 5 of Pentacles looks like a jail cell for things he did in his past. He's wondering if the money he got was worth it after all. And at the bottom of my deck, I see an investigator, a judge, uncovering all of those secret dark dealings that he was doing. That is going to bring him a lot of sorrow and grief. So, yeah, not good cards for him.
Yeah, I get Temperance. We need to be patient for this to come forward.
Mm-hmm.
The money that was exchanged will be revealed, and justice will be served. So, I see this as him losing his entire pension too.
Oh yeah, that could be with my 7 of Pentacles in his future too, being disappointed with his finances.
He will be stripped of everything he's worked for in his life. If he's court-martialed he has no retirement, no benefits. Wonder if it's worth it.
All right. Were you all done with your cards, Kathy?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Patty sent us the first question, and we kind of talked about it before we went live a little bit. But she wants to know if Trump will not go to jail because there will be corruption in Trump states, and Garland will. Garland's not willing to indict him. Is this true prediction from others? Well, me and Cassie both don't see him going to jail, but not because of Garland. He'll definitely be indicted, and but we've always kind of
felt the Garland portion of this question. Will Garland indict Trump for any charges? I get a huge yes. Garland does have charges going on. I think Garland, honestly, in my opinion, Garland is investigating. He has managed to do even better than Mueller in keeping it quiet. The people that are working the investigation are very hand selected. He's not using a bunch of Trump's allies that are in the DOJ. He is pulling people he brought on board since he's been in office. And those are the ones that are running those investigations. And they're not leaking anything. He's also waiting for the 1-6 commission because the 1-6 commission's digging up a lot of dirt and saving his investigators a lot of time. So
they'll be sending it to
all that information is evidential information as well. So, but as Kevin and I discussed this morning when we first sort of took a quick look at it, is we both see him being indicted, but he is going to negotiate a mental health issue. And in Trump's mind, him not going into the prison system is a win. He's going to be put into a medical facility. What he doesn't realize is it's not going to be Walter Reed. It's not going to be some plush mental institute. It's going to be the forensic unit of the jails. It's going to be where they put the criminally insane. And that's who he gets to live with. And I'm seeing that he'll be lucky if he makes it to the end of 2023, which is something we both got hits on as well. I've seen him passing 3 years out of office since he was inaugurated. And I put that out there for the last 5 years. I even put it out on Linda G's channel. It's in a chat when she first talked about having that shopping mall dream where he was in the glass casket in the shopping mall. I put my prediction in that chat on that video. So if you ever get a chance to go back and look for Cassie Stafford and my predictions in there. I wanted it on the record someplace.
Well, and I think too that while we can't necessarily predict somebody's death, we like an estimate because there's some free will involved in there. Somebody's really fighting something. A lot of times they can live on for a couple more years. But the energy I've always felt is 2023, sometime in there.
And I do see that. I see an actual visual event that has never changed. And I always hear the word 3 years out.
Yeah.
So when in 3 years, I don't know. Spirit.
I think mostly though Trump going to get in trouble from the big he will get in with is with his company and New York and all of that. That's where I see him getting the most in trouble with.
All of his properties being seized. He will not have any assets. Not that he has any real assets anyways. He's in debt.
I agree.
Far beyond the value of his properties.
Yeah, and like I was saying too, I see Deutsche Bank or Deutsche Bank, like Linda G would say. I see a lot of information coming out of them with the New York that I think is what's going to, show a lot of the evidence of him overinflating his assets to get loans.
Well, the woman that handled all of his loans has been talking to New York behind closed doors. And I think she is letting the cat out of the bag. She has nothing to lose. And I think the bottom line is it's not Deutsche Bank the money came from. That Deutsche Bank is where they wash the money through. it's she'll reveal who's the financial backing. I think that's what she's revealing is, where is the money coming from? Is it coming from Russia? Is it coming from China? Is it coming from, and that's what she's revealing.
I think a lot of it's coming from
sourcing
Russia.
all the money that Deutsche Bank is handling in these forgivable loans.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think a lot of it was bought and paid for by Russia. So.
Oh yeah, I think the majority of the money came from Russia. Then the Middle East, and then some from China too. He's involved with all three areas. And I think that's what the big deal about all the arms that we're providing. And God only knows how much kickback he's getting under the table from that, selling arms to the Middle East.
Right. Oh, don't worry, Chris. Things are heating up, and there will be consequences for those involved. Next year is going to be crazy. I think come next summer, with
mid-year
spring
next
to summer,
year,
with everything that comes out of the January 6th commission. We don't even know a quarter is going to be all shock and awe, and people will go to jail for it. People in office will.
Even after mid-year, the 1/6 commission will continue to work to close up things that haven't been revealed, that they're working on behind the scenes. It's not going to be just Trump and GOP. That's the one thing I want to read is, will they send out subpoenas on the Dirty Dozen in the GOP?
Oh yes, they're going to.
I feel like they will, but do you want to throw cards on it and see what the cards say about 1/6 commission actually setting out subpoenas for Jim Jordan, Mo Brooks, Matt Gaetz, Ted Cruz, the whole lot of them? I would just say the whole GOP Congress that were involved in the 1/6 commission.
Did you ask? We're asking if they're sending out indictments for them.
Subpoenas. Will they subpoena them to testify before the 1/6
subpoena
commission?
Of their
peers.
Indictments are coming too.
The Republican congressional peers. Because it'll be a first time historically that they've ever subpoenaed their own kind. Oh, this is not looking good for them. All my cards are right side up because I always write my card. My second line of 5, I got a reversal.
What's a reversal?
The reversal is the 4 of Swords, which would be arrest, but this is worry. Serious worry. And above that, in the center of the reading, on the initial question, I've got the High Priestess, which I'm reading as the courts or the judicial, the committee. Not good, not good.
Karina just said that Navarro just came out and stated that there are 100 members of Congress tied to it. I believe it. They're not going to all get in trouble, but a lot of them, the big ones will.
Unfortunately, some of the lower level Republicans that don't have names or reputations won't get a whole lot of damage. Who they're going after is the long-term senior members of the GOP in Congress, the ones that were actively hands-on involved. And that would be your Dirty Dozen, Mo Brooks, Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz,
McCarthy too.
McCarthy. Gosh, I have a list someplace. I have them written down somewhere.
Well, it's interesting because as I was shuffling, this card came flying out. So there will be harsh judgment for them, and also an announcement on us here soon.
Yeah. I'm getting that. Yes, they were all involved in this planning, the planning of this, with the Three of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups is going to show the abundance of how they were involved.
Mm-hmm.
They will come before the High Priestess, which I'm seeing that as the committee. And they've got the Four of Wands revealing their involvement, and the Knight of Swords carrying this information forward. It's going to reveal the money, the illusions. They are not resting well about this. Currently, they're infighting on how to get out of this, how to disinvolve themselves, but they can't. And ultimately, they're going to be judged. I got the Judgment card as the final card in the reading. So yes, they will be going down. They'll be losing their Senate seats. And I think they will all get referrals for indictments.
Well, what I got is pretty interesting. There's definitely quite a few going to jail. Were you all finished reading, Kathy?
Yeah.
I get for the situation, I get strength clarified by the Eight of Swords. So let's have patience. I do see some of them being locked up for their part in the battle over the Capitol building. There's something that hasn't been decided yet. This could go one of two ways with the Two of Swords above. But with that decision is going to come a lot of people resigning and having to walk away with the Eight of Cups clarifying.
It's funny because when I was meditating on this for our this is one of the subjects I started meditating on for our 2022 predictions. I had been watching Glenn Kirshner talking about the RICO, the potential of filing this under RICO, and I think that's what that Two of Swords is. They haven't decided how they're going to charge it out. But if they do charge that under the RICO Act, RICO is a minimum sentence of 20 years to life plus a $250,000 fine per conviction.
Oh, wow.
So they're looking at life in prison. They're looking at 20 years to life in prison if the courts decide to charge it under a RICO. And it does qualify under RICO if you go into the law books and read what RICO is. It's conspiracy. And couldn't get any closer to a conspiracy than overtaking the government in a coup. So they could possibly charge them with RICO Act. And if so, there are going to be some major. I think if they do charge this, I don't think they're going to give them little hand slap 60-day sentences. I think they're going to make examples of them to stop this from ever happening again, along with an extreme abrupt change in laws on both campaign finance.
I don't know if I feel it's going to be 20. I don't know if I feel it's going to be 20-year sentences, but they're not going to.
Sure. I'm not sure about that. It depends on how they choose to charge it out and how they plead it.
Yeah.
You know, if they plea bargain, even with RICO charges, they can skirt around that long sentencing.
Yeah.
But they're not going to get away with 2 years in jail and a few fines. They're going to be looking at least 7 to 10 years. It won't be short stints. It will be substantial. And I think you'll see changes in laws with conviction felons not being able to run for office again. I think those laws will change.
You know, it's really interesting because as you were talking and I was looking at these cards, I kind of got a hit. At the bottom of this, I got the Queen of Cups clarified with the Tower. So a woman is going to destroy the Tower, is going to reveal that. And you know what's really interesting is that we've always said that we see Ivanka flipping, and the Queen of Cups is normally my Ivanka card. So I'm wondering if the January 6th Commission has talked to her or will talk to her, and she's the one that reveals everything. If not, it's some other woman that was involved. I think it would be interesting if they did, because it's not something I've necessarily thought of.
Who I saw standing next to the lion was Liz Cheney. Even though this
and
is
what
Liz
time
Cheney's
is Liz?
party, she's going to bring her party down. Those that are not following the Republican rule of law, those that have become Trumpsters, she's bringing them down. Her goal is to recreate the Republican Party.
Do you know what sign Liz Cheney is? Isn't she a fire?
She is a fire sign, I believe. Hold on.
She a Leo?
Hey Siri, what is Liz Cheney's birthday?
The traditional Chinese calendar.
I don't want to. What is Liz Cheney's birthday? July 28th, 1966.
No, the day before mine. Yeah, Leo.
So she's a Leo. Well, that's why I saw her on your
Leo I don't card. Know if this is... I'm not sure if this is Liz Cheney. It very well could be, because she is going to be hard. And she, like, I agree that she is going to be the future of the Republican Party. We're going to see it split into the crazies and then, you know, the sane Republicans.
And they will not be the Tea Party Republicans. They will be more the Dick Cheney Republicans. Or a mix thereof.
But I do see an investigator in the short-term future bringing a lot of to them. So, Chris, me and Kathy are going to talk about doing our 2020.
Yeah.
Me and Kathy are going to talk about doing our 2022 predictions. It's probably going to be next month because it's been very chaotic and busy for me. We just need to sit down and do it. So.
Yeah, we need to Zoom that.
I'm sorry, Kathy. What were you?
I said I don't really agree with Liz Cheney's politics per se, but I do think she is going to bring a lot of strength and a lot of change to the Republican Party. And I think one thing that will come of her reforming the Republican Party is I think we're going to see a lot more bipartisanship. Yes, they will stand up for what they want, but there'll be a negotiation process that we used to have with the Republican Party. And that's what's missing in our politics right now. We're a two-party system where one party says all or nothing and the other party is fighting it. And the Democrats are willing to negotiate, but the Republicans aren't willing to budge.
Right.
It's all or nothing. And that's not the way politics successfully work. There has got to be some give and take. Everybody has to win something. And ultimately, they're representing us, the people. They need to be representing us, the people, on an equal basis of politics. Not a doomsday, no social nothing, according to the Republicans right now. We should have no stimulus, no finances, no nothing. We just out cold. And that's not going to work. That's not going to work for
Well, you have it on both sides where they're not representing the people like they should, and who really see a clean in-house. We're going to get rid of a lot of the even Democrats, the ones that have been in the party for so long. It's time for new leadership, and we are going to get that here soon. And there's going to be a lot of changes that are made for the reforms of you know, House and the Senate and stuff.
Yeah,
All right. So
I was watching a show on Mylan Drug Company. That's the drug
Mhm.
company that Munchkin's daughter has been a CEO of and has gotten extremely lucratively rich off from them. They merged with another company and they're moving all that company. They're shutting it down in West Virginia now. They're firing everybody. And it's like
Mhm.
30,000 employees that are unemployed now, with the only competitive jobs in the area that they live is Lowe's and Home Depot. So they're going to be going from salaries of 30,000 plus a year down to, if they're lucky to land one of those little Lowe's or Home Depot jobs, $17 an hour maybe. And there's not enough jobs for everybody in that region, so they're going to have extreme high unemployment. Will there be other companies that, because they are the generic drug company, the only one in the United States right now that's mass producing generic drugs? So will we have other companies open up in the United States? Or are we going to buy all of our antibiotics from across seas from companies that are not as stable? And
we're definitely doing a lot of that kind of stuff in the United States. I definitely see that coming. And it's actually, I think it's not that far out either. It's going to be the same as bringing a lot of those manufacturing jobs home, so that, you know, if we're in a pandemic, we're not relying on other countries or, you know, all of that. We can do stuff for ourselves.
do you think somebody will buy out that Mylan facility in West Virginia and reopen it under a new pharmaceutical name?
Now, what do they do?
Yes. I just heard yes to my own question.
What does that
I said,
company do again?
Well, another company buy out the facility in Mylan. The Mylan occupies it. They're shutting down because it's going to be a big empty building, but it's a drug manufacturing building. It's got all the clean rooms. It's got everything it needs to stay in production. And I heard a yes. Some company will step in and buy that out and reopen it. And they've got trained employees to hire.
Right.
You know, because that was a big union.
Well, those good jobs in West Virginia anyway. It was like the poorest state in the U.S.
Yeah, they're the poorest state in the U.S., and that is the highest paying employer in that state, which is pretty sad to wipe out 30,000 jobs.
Well, Chase had a question, and Chase wants to know if they'll be able to sell their house. And as soon as I read the question, I got a yes, a big yes. I don't know if is your house on the market right now, Chase, or are you looking to sell? Yeah, I'm getting a guess that you will sell with my pendulum. Chase, is your house on the market right now?
You'll actually get above asking price for it. I asked if you'll get
asking
price.
I don't think it's going to be that big of a
above asking price, and I said yes. Don't hesitate to list it for less than you want to trigger bidding more. And I'm hearing a big yes.
Chase says it's on the market right now.
After you're a real estate agent, underbid it a bit so that you get more interest, and you will you'll get people competing.
Chase, how long has your house been on the market for?
Is it in Pennsylvania? Oh, he said, yes, it is on the market.
Mm-hmm. kind of just wondering how long it's sat there. That's why I asked how long has it been on the market for.
I need to get my house on the market. He says, your house been on the market more than 90 days? It's been on the market 6 months. He said.
Okay.
Long time.
I definitely feel you selling it. But I'm going to throw some cards for you, Chase. My pendulum said yes, too. So.
Yeah, my pendulum said yes. And you will get above asking, but you may have to do a price cut before you get the above asking to make it more competitive.
Yeah, I definitely think you'll be selling it, Chase. What I'm getting that you will be moving with the Six of Swords. But I do feel that stress and worry that you've had it on the market for a while, and it's starting to feel overwhelming for you. I'm getting to really go within and meditate on it and manifest that house selling. Just put out into the universe. Because I see a fertile new beginning for you with the Empress. I see you getting the money on Four of Pentacles. I had a couple cards fly out as I was shuffling, and I've got, you've been doing a lot of planning, putting in some of that work. I do see you getting some money, and with this Ten of Pentacles, you see the house in the back. So just try to be patient. I know 6 months is kind of a long time, but I do see that you will eventually be able to sell your house and make some money off of it.
Yeah, I'm getting that right off the bat, the Four of Pentacles. And then the Eight of Wands, that it will start moving and being shown. You may need to get that price adjustment going. Talk to your realtor on that. Anything that is cosmetic, you need to touch up the pillars of the outside or something to make it look fresh and newer. Might be worth your investment. Declutter. If you haven't decluttered, it'll make your house look like it has more space. You can always temporarily put stuff in storage. Don't store it in your garage. Store it off property. That'll help too. I do in the center of the reading get the Page of Cups. That's your emotions. It's telling you that abundance will come. becoming a message of abundance. Right now, you're feeling that 3 of that 3 of swords in your heart. It's just breaking your heart that it's
Yeah.
not selling. But I do see with the 5 of Cups that yes, you will get offers. May not be as high as you want them to be, but you will get that house sold. I did run some clarifiers on it. I see that you're waiting for the ship to come in. The Ace of Pentacles is a yes. You will get a decent offer on that house, and then you'll be able to move forward with that Page of Wands. So it is coming. Just sit tight. Talk to your realtor about any changes they could recommend you doing that will make your home more marketable. Because not only are they supposed to be showing your house, but they're also supposed to be giving you helpful hints on what you may need to do around your house to make it more appealing. I grew up buying and selling property. One of the things my mother first did was clean closets out. Keep only seasonal clothing in your closet, for instance. Pack everything down and get them off site. Take excess photos down of family and things like that. You want people to imagine them living in your home, not living with your family. You want them to see themselves in the home. That helps. Before an open house, pop a roast in the oven. Works every time.
All right. So just try to let go of some of that stress and worry, Chase. You will get it sold eventually.
Yeah, you can get it sold.
All right. Next one I came across is from Carrie G. She says that her husband's retiring the end of February and having a cruise planned in March 2022. Will it be safe enough to go at that time?
Yes. I just heard a big yes.
And I really see things dying down come, end of February, March.
Spring into summer, everything's going to slow down big time. Just follow your mandates, masking, vaccinations, be up on everything. And double check where you're going on your cruise to make sure that wherever the ports you're visiting are going to be safe ports, that CDC doesn't have any negative feedback on any of the ports that you'll be visiting. I hear it's going to be a good trip.
Yeah, and I just got this with my pendulum that it would be safe for you to go at that time. And I felt intuitively yes as well. All right. Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier. I was coming across it, and Navarro just came out and stated that there were 100 members of Congress tied to 1-6. Not surprising.
Not surprising at all.
And you're right, Aspie, that justice requires a patience at the limit of our capabilities.
Yeah. All I can say is everybody needs to just let go of the worry part of what's going to happen to Trump and trust that the people in our judiciary and our 1-6 panel are fulfilling their life contract, what they're supposed to do, and they will achieve it. You have to trust that that's going to happen and quit putting so much energy into the worry that he's going to get away with it, because there is a certain amount of karmic justice that will come through. And what we feel karmic justice is, it may not be necessarily what happens in our court system. It may have other plans set out to how that justice will be served. But the people working in those jobs are destined to be where they're at this moment in time. And they are doing their jobs. So we need to trust that they are, even though we don't see the big action, it's happening behind the scenes. And of course, they're not advertising it. They're trying to get all their T's crossed, T's crossed and I's dotted before they bring it forward. Remember, it took over 2 years to get the Nixon trials going. So, we're only 1 year out. and everybody wants instant justice. It takes a long time to gather. I mean, they're going through millions and millions and millions of pages of documentation, and they haven't even managed to get it all yet. I think that the big reveal is going to be what's filed in the National Archives that Trump so seriously wants blocked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's some executive orders that were pre-written that went to the archives that he didn't execute, but it's in writing. And it's going to hurt him.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I'll read your question after Susan's Dozen Cats. And if you all have a question and I missed it, because I'm pretty caught up to the chat. Okay, see your question, Sherry. You can submit it in all caps with a couple emojis, and me and Kathy will try to get to your questions, okay? So Susan asked, she's used to talking every day with a friend with mental health issues. When did he stop calling? Can you tell me if he's okay? I have not been able to find anyone or any way to check on him. Well, Susan, what's your friend's name, and how long has it been since you've talked to him, if you don't mind us asking? A name would be helpful for me anyway.
A name's always helpful because it allows us to connect to the energy better.
Yeah.
I think I may have connected with him.
Are you still here? Oh, his name's David. He was in Tucson. Okay.
He's not doing anything to harm himself. He's had a hard time reaching out because he's feeling very alone over the holidays. Even though there's some people around him, he's self-isolating.
I'm kind of getting that he's safe, but he is definitely struggling at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of mental illness he has, but I think he's kind of fighting a lot, and it's very overwhelming for him right now.
He's just turning within, but he's not suicidal. I'm feeling like he's safe in that regards. He's not suicidal. He's not being destructive. He's just isolating himself.
Yeah.
He's turned inside, and he's having a hard time reaching out again. He's just overwhelmed. And that's not unusual with the holidays. Even though there's people around him, I feel like there's people around him. He's not connecting with anybody. He'd rather be in a room by himself, isolated, than interacting with everybody. It makes him feel more overwhelmed.
Yeah, I get that too, because as I'm shuffling, this Four of Swords keeps coming out. Going within.
Is he possibly bipolar? So I almost get a feeling like he's bipolar. Have you been communicating with him through your phone? Is that what you're doing? Is like texting and talking that way? I haven't heard from him.
That's been a couple of years.
You might be able to reach out through him through social media if you can find a link for him.
I think she will be able to find him eventually. Because I'm getting to be helpful with the star card above, and I clarify that the Son of Wands, so that information, that communication, be helpful for that communication. But I do get that he is isolating himself with his Hanged Man. That could be that loss of communication too.
I'm hearing
He
the
does feel
communication
very kind of
would be
tired,
extremely
you know,
helpful for him.
Yeah. I do get that he is extremely tired. He's feeling kind of battle weary and wanting to isolate himself. But I do get that he's okay. And with my pendulum, I'm picking up too that you will eventually be able to find him and be able to communicate. Yeah, that's probably the case, Susan. You're welcome. You're welcome, Susan.
I wanted to double check the meaning of my cards before I read it because of the way they laid out. Because right in the center of the reading I'm getting you is the as the High Priestess. Oh, this is the High Priestess. This is the Empress.
I'll be back.
I always mix them up. Okay. You're the Empress, and you've got the High Priestess on your side. This is your relationship with David. He trusts you. He trusts your instincts, your strength, your belief in him, your nurturing skills, and yes, you can be a help. The first card I get in this is the Ace of Cups. This is your emotions, your abundance of love and caring. It's a yes card. You will be in touch with him again. He puts a lot of trust in you, and he connects with you and your support. I get the Three of Pentacles. You'll work with him some more, and you'll help him through this with the Three of Cups, and help him help him beat this battle that he has, this inner battle that he has, and help him come forward and bring that. So yes, I'm feeling like you will connect back with him, and that he'll be very happy when you do, because you'll be helpful towards him, helping him through these tough times that he's been going through. And you'll be able to celebrate the achievements of him getting through this worry, these issues that he's been struggling with. I'm not feeling like he's in trouble. He's just turned in. Yeah, he's been going through an inner tower moment, but it's not really falling apart. He does have family around him that are supportive, because I've got the 10 of Pentacles around him. And also I have, there are options for him to take. He's being offered help. He just needs to be able to receive that. So hopefully he will, you can track him down and offer that friendship and caring that he really deserves. The cards I pulled for you are very, very positive cards. You've always been strength to him. So I do feel like you will be back in touch with him in time.
I'm sorry, I'm back. Sorry about that.
I was going to say, I think we lost Kevin. He should be back any minute.
I am. Sorry.
There you are.
Sorry about that.
So,
My dogs were barking upstairs. I had somebody at the door. Dozen Cats asked if she's not sure if you have read on this, but wondering if the Miners Association coming out against Manchin, will it make a difference? I do see some
I'm hearing
some
yes.
information from Manchin about his his donations and how he makes his money coming out very soon. Maybe it's from them.
Well, one of the things he's doing to the miners is he is taking a fund away from the black lungs disease that has special funding. I think that funding is through the U.S. government. He's wanting to eliminate that and then have the state support those funds, which will minimize the availability for benefits, because the state doesn't have any money. He's pretty much seen that. And so what that's going to do is that's going to leave all these miners suffering from black lungs without having the availability of the federal funding that's always been allocated to them beforehand. And that's one of the things he's worked on, cutting that program. Why the man wants to annihilate programs that help his people, I do not understand. But
yeah,
since mining is one of the #1 industries in that state, and there's
I think it is the #1 in that state.
Manchin messing with the miners and their livelihood and the livelihood of their children through programs such as the child tax credit, they're all going to turn on him. You can't be the representative of a community that you turn your back on and you tell them they're not worth it, and then turn around and call everybody that gets a benefit like a child tax credit a drug addict. I mean, and he actually came out and said that, well, they're being used to buy drugs, not feed children. Oh my God. That's not flying with that community. It's probably 1 in every 50 that might be buying drugs. But most poor people can't afford to be drug addicts, not to the extent he's implying. That's a rich man's game. And people are just irate. and the miners are irate. He's taking from his community, and they're not going to put up with it. So he's on his way out.
Yeah, I don't see him getting reelected. And what I'll say about the coal miners and coal in general, my husband works for an insurance company, and they write bonds, and they have quite a few clients in West Virginia, like miners, and coal is going downhill so much they can't even pay their bills right now. So.
I mentioned protecting the mines is only for self-serving benefits because he owns mines. It's not to save jobs.
He makes money from it.
To line his pocket. He doesn't care how many workers go down in those mines and get black lung. All he worries about is how much they're going to produce for him. I'm getting that the miners are going to win. The miners are going to get victory. They're watching the world's reaction, backing them. They're seeing Joe Manchin as a fool, and he's about ready to step off a cliff. He's got choices to make, and he's not making the right choices. And the miners, in the end, are going to be the ones that have abundance. But it's not going to be because of him. I think it's going to be because the Biden administration comes up and gets that bill passed without Manchin. I've been feeling like that's going to, if they just put it to a vote, it will pass. My gut instinct says it will pass without him or Sinema. There is a few Republicans. They're junior Republicans. They're not the big name Republicans. So the young ones that want to keep their seats and stay in office, that are afraid to go against Trump, but they're not afraid to go against what they feel is right for the people and pass this legislation to build back better because their state needs the money. And I think if they do put it for a vote, if they just get it out there, and I'm feeling like it's going to be January or February when they actually vote on it, I think they'll pass it without having to cut so much more out of it to screw more people. I think it's going to pass pretty much intact to where it is. I mean, it's been chopped up a lot, but it's one of 3 bills. I keep on hearing there'll be 3 bills. After we take the House and the Senate, we keep the House, we take the Senate, you're going to see some major legislation. That 460 something bill sitting on McConnell's desk that everybody keeps on asking about. Every one of those will be revisited, rewritten, readjusted, because a lot of them were adjusted to be more acceptable by Republicans. They'll relook at every one of those bills, readdress them, and then they'll get them back out on the floor and start voting on stuff. We're going to see so much new legislation after the midterms that media won't be able to keep up. What are you asking, honey?
Oh, I was asking something that I'm seeing in my cards. Were you all finished?
Yeah.
I'm getting that Manchin is definitely going to be out. I think he's voted out next time he comes up for election. I get that he is walking away. People have turned their back on him. And it's interesting enough, I see a woman taking a Senate seat. I'm kind of, it's somebody from the past, because I got it clarified with the 6 of Cups. So I don't know if anybody that's watching is from West Virginia and know of a woman that was in power in that state, or know a woman that's up and coming. I don't think it's, I think his seat will go to a Republican.
In West Virginia.
Who?
Sherry Kirk is in West Virginia.
I think it's a Republican female. I don't think it's a Democrat, though. But yeah, I see the Democrats turning their back on him. So, yep, he is leaving. I think he just got elected in was it 2020 or 2018? So he still has, I think, 4 more years. So.
His current term ends January 3rd, 2025.
Yeah, so he's got 2 more years. Yeah, I see him getting voted out, and I see Sinema leaving as well. So, all right.
I'm gonna step away for a second.
Okay, sweetie.
My daughter's calling.
Well, you're welcome, Kelly. Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows. I definitely feel a woman that's been around in the politics in West Virginia taking his seat.
What?
Oh, still got quite a few people on. All right, everyone. Well, while Kathy is looking at that, I will pull up a question. Probably only have enough time for 1 or 2 more questions today anyway, so. All right. I was pulled to your question, Jessica. I do see a new job coming, but I don't know about in January. I feel like it might be February or March. I was feeling March, but let's throw a couple cards for you.
Okay. I'll get you there. Bye. Love you.
All good?
I'm back. That was really important. My grandkids might be showing up at my house. I said, when? June. Thank you for the advance notice. No, not my perfect grandchildren.
Well, let's do a couple quick questions, and we're going to probably call it a day here soon. So if you want to make these last couple questions quick.
The answer to Jessica's, I'm saying yes, you will start a new job sometime in January.
Oh, you're feeling in January? I was feeling
not January, maybe February, but it's going to be pretty close to January, the end of January. Something's coming your way.
Yeah.
Does it help if I shuffle the cards?
Yeah, I get that she's really upset about it and feeling really kind of defeated. What I'm getting for you, Jessica, I'm not sure if you're still here, is to be hopeful. Good things are coming, but also to be patient. It takes some time. Because above you, I do get the Hangman, so I do see some kind of delay for you. And then in a lot of the other cards, I'm getting that, you know, you're feeling kind of defeated and upset and depressed about not working right now or not having that job. But I do see the King of Pentacles coming in your future, bringing that security and bringing in some good money. I feel like you actually have, this could be the 3, could be March is what I was, but I definitely feel with the 3 of Pentacles, there could be multiple job offers. So try to get out of that lower vibration and feeling upset about it, and just manifest all that positive, because I definitely see a new job coming in the next couple months for you. It doesn't seem really far off, but there is some kind of setback with this hangman.
I threw 3 cards. You should keep it short. My 4 of Cups. Yes, you will have an offer. You've been sitting idly by, and yes, you will have an offer. In the center of the reading, I get the 9 of Cups. That's abundance. That's emotions. Cups or abundance. That's the 9 of Cups to me is like a 9 of Pentacle card to me. It's a greedy merchant card. It's abundance. It's going to be a good job offer. And that's the light ring. It's glaring on my cards. So it's going to be good, and I get a victory card. So yes, you do have. I'm sorry, the light's glaring on me. So yes, it's a victory. So yes, you do have one. I'm not getting a month on my. I'm not pulling timing. March, April, spring, 4.
Yeah, I was feeling intuitively March.
Yeah, I'm getting birds, flowers, and the birds bouquets in the house. So, which is, if you're reading them as Lenormand, that's people talking about a gift at home or an institute. So yeah, you will be getting a job, and it looks like it's going to pay well.
Yeah, I think she's going to be really happy with this job.
Yeah. I'm feeling happiness. Yeah, definitely. You're going to come out victorious. So hold on. It will get there. You gotta remember, December, January are the 2 hardest months to get jobs.
Yeah.
It's usually when most companies slow down. They're taking a lot of time off. They're reorganizing, all that. The job market opens up back up in February and March. A lot of applications in February. A lot of hiring done in March and April. So hold on tight. It will come your way. Yeah, believe me, I've been laid off many of Decembers.
She says March is so far out. I can just tell you what I'm feeling intuitively. I wish it was happening in January for you, and I hope that it does. But like I said, try to get out of that depressed mind state, because a good job is coming for you that is going to come with a lot of money and happiness.
Yeah.
I'm not one to sugarcoat stuff to tell people what they want to hear. And I mean, it's unfortunate, but.
Yeah, I would love to tell you, yeah, it's right around the corner. There it comes. But the reality of it, sometimes it takes time. You have to wait for the economy to rebalance itself. This is a really hard time of year for hiring and changing jobs. But there is jobs out there. They will be coming forward. And trust that
you have a great job.
Getting your applications out there. And chances are you probably get to choose which job you want. You'll get multiple offers, and you'll know which one to take because of the offers.
She said that she did already go through it and lost two
lock, stock, and barrel. The wages, the benefits, everything. So.
Okay. Well, Sherry Kirk has a question. She wants us to pull a card for her. She's ready to move forward this coming year.
I'm so glad to hear that, Sherry. So we're going to ask, how is Sherry's year going to go?
I'm just pulling a card for what's coming up for Sherry. But you can pull however you want to ask the question.
You know what? I'm going to pull her a postcard. That's what I keep on.
I feel just intuitively that, Sherry, you're working towards letting go of some stuff and trying to really rebalance. Sherry lost her husband, right?
Yes, she lost her husband last November. It's been a very difficult year for her.
Yeah. I definitely feel shuffling things around, letting some stuff go that isn't serving you anymore, and really trying to rebalance your energy. That's just what I pick up as I tap in right away. All right.
Love this card I pulled for you. Was reading it in advance. It says, "With love, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You should be awestruck if you know how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan. And when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and your plans meet up with those of spirit. Remember those. Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so much." What a great piece of advice.
It's a wonderful message.
Sherry, I love you.
You know, it's like I said, though, as I was meditating on it, I heard letting go. And that's was in yours, too. And then at the end of yours, you said miracles happening. And she does have a hidden gift coming her way. It's going to be a big surprise. But my cards kind of were picking up a lot of what I was picking up on letting go of things that are no longer serving you, and rebalancing your energies and finding your Zen garden, finding that inner peace and inner sanctuary. Your next card that you have coming in is that peace card. So really focusing on peace. Now, I don't know if you're one to travel or how open you are to a relationship, but I do get the Moonlight card. And with that, it's saying that there's some travel, romance, and some potential for that for your 2020.
You know, it's funny. A year ago, when I first read for her, I told her that she would be meeting somebody new. And she was just like, no way.
Yeah.
Could not see it happening, but I still see that she will be meeting somebody new, and Dennis will help pick him out. Her husband. Absolutely. He's there. Yeah. He wants her happiness more than anything. He wants her happiness. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Oh, no, you're fine. That's what I was saying. I was picking it up. I mean, she does have a gem, a hidden gift coming her way. Mm-hmm. And I agree. It probably is by her husband.
I think there's more than one. I think your granddaughter has some surprises coming your way too.
Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds like you got some good stuff coming your way, 2022, Sherry.
Mhm. I think you're going to have a really good year this year, Sherry. I think it's just going to, everything's going to turn around.
Yeah, finding that peace and that balance that you need in your life.
And those friendships and being able to reach out to other people. That's, I know that was very, very difficult for you at the beginning, but I think you're going to do it more and more, and get more involved in the community and with your family and things like that. Be open to it and live. And Dennis says,
Louise,
live.
right. Well, blessings to you, Sherry. Louisa sent a question, and I'm not sure if she's still here, but I don't really know how to ask that. But she says that she's struggling with the reality that I'll have to use the knives. My beloved dog, Scotty, what do you see? I mean, because you already kind of know, you know how it's happening, and that's very hard. And I mean, I have my dogs too. My one dog's getting older. I'm very thankful that he doesn't have any health issues as of yet, but
losing your dog and then being sick like that, they understand when they're euthanized that you're doing it out of love to not allow them to suffer anymore. And that dog will come back to you, because
yeah, they do have to come back to us.
Unlike people, they come back much quicker than our loved ones, our human counterparts. Our animals reincarnate quite quickly. And don't be surprised that several months down the road, you go to a shelter or you run across a puppy and you just see that Scotty in his eyes, and he'll pick you. Animals always pick their owners, in my opinion.
When you know too, when that animal's meant for you. Yeah. When you have that instant bond and connection.
I know it'll be sad losing him, but realize you're doing it from love, and that he understands that.
And just like our loved ones, our pets and animals are always with us, and they are helping to guide us, and they do often like to come and come back to us. Like Kathy said, they reincarnate quicker usually, but
they're a form of an angelic being in our lives. That's why they're here for us.
Yeah.
They give us all that unconditional love. Mm-hmm. Nikki, what are you doing?
Well, I'm very sorry, Lisa. Just know that, whenever it is time for Scotty to be put down, that they're not upset with you, and that they do know it's coming from a place of love, and they still watch over us and are with us. So. All right. Let's see if we have one or two more questions.
I like Sherry. Sherry says, well, I hope he picks someone like him. He probably will be, Sherry. She's talking about this new person she's supposed to meet. He will probably be that type of man.
Yeah.
He would not pick somebody that didn't cherish you as much as he did.
I typically don't do health questions. I don't know how you feel about that, but Marilyn just wants to know if we see her getting her gout under control.
Something you're going to need to work with your physician on. It's a tricky disease because it can impact so much. I don't feel comfortable reading on that. That's something you need to see professionals on.
Snow Wolf said that was telling Marilyn that he got his almost all under control by diet. Check online for what foods to avoid. Fair warning, you will miss some of them. Best of luck.
I'm friends with Snow Wolf. Yes, he's had extensive dietary changes due to his gout. And yeah, it's amazing what foods can agitate different types of diseases.
That's very true, storyteller.
I've always wondered why we weren't allowed the option.
The option, what?
For euthanasia. I mean, I watched my mother suffer through cancer, and I know a lot of people have watched their loved ones pass from very, very, very long-term illnesses. And there's like Oregon State has the ability to make that determination. I don't think there's any other states that do. I don't know. Somebody could correct me.
Yeah, I've heard of what is it called? Is it called medical suicide or something like that?
Well, it's
is that the term that they use for it?
That's not the term they call it. They have a better term. This sounds a lot nicer.
Right. That's not like, but yeah, for medical reasons, people struggling with stuff.
Basically, the person that's terminally ill, they can request that they can euthanize themselves. They have to do it themselves. They have to, the medications and stuff can be prepared for them. They go through extensive counseling before they're granted the ability to do that they're making a sound choice, that their decisions are made in a sound, clear mind, and then they have to self-administer it. It cannot be administered to them.
That's what I was thinking.
They have to be able to give themselves the treatment. They can't have somebody feed it to them.
Right.
And I'm a firm believer, I mean, I told my aunt when my mom had terminal cancer, she has enough medication sitting next to her bed that if she chose to do so, she could take anything she wanted. I wouldn't stop her. I might walk out of the room. So I can't be accused of giving it to her, but I wouldn't stop her. That would be her choice. And I know how much pain. My mom died of pancreatic cancer. I know how much pain she was in. It was so excruciating that by the time she got the few weeks before her death, she literally was in so much pain she could no longer gauge it. And it's really difficult to watch your loved ones go through that. So.
All right. Well, I think I see one last question that for today, and it's from Judy B. And Judy B asks, "What do you see for me in 2022?" Well, answer your question and then pull a card for the collective, which I got my card as I was shuffling before I came on. So.
Well, I'm hearing, Judy, that you are going to have a nice year.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Shay. I'm sorry, Kathy. What was it that you were saying, that she's going to have a good year?
She's going to have a good year with numerous changes coming up. What they mean by that, I don't know. They didn't get specific. Huh. Okay. Okay, I'm moving in with Judy.
Judy, do you have kids? Do you have I was kind of just picking up do you have kids that are adults, like of marriage age, or grandkids maybe? Because I'm kind of feeling a marriage, not for you, but for a loved one coming in. Feels like a son or grandson.
This is crazy. The first card I get is the 10 of Cups, happy family. Followed by the 2 of Cups.
So marriage with children.
Marriage. connections, temperance, be patient. Then you've got an abundance of money coming your way with the nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, which the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles to me equally weigh each other, with abundance and financial income. I mean, I want this set of cards for myself. I don't know if everybody can see them. We've got the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, Temperance, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Who could ask for a better hand than that?
Yeah, it's wonderful
This
card.
is a handful of abundance. So, is your year going to be good? I think so.
Yeah, I'm feeling that too. Judy, do you have a son? You said that you have one that's married and one that's not. Is one of your sons an earth sign, or, like an accountant, works with finances? I feel like it's the one that's not married that will be getting married this year. I'm not sure if he's currently in a relationship or not. But I definitely feel a kid or grandkid getting married. I'm not sure how old you are, but I think it's a son. I think it's your son. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling changes, like Cassie was saying. I feel like they're good changes. I don't know. There's something. It's walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. Something that you're ready to move on from. I see you walking away from something that's not fulfilling to you anymore, and something new coming in, something that you're really passionate about.
I think that's what she did this last year. She's worked hard at getting through whatever changes needed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I just see you bringing her the stars in the up and coming years in the High Priestess.
I just see it bringing in a lot of balance for you and a lot of inspiration and passion. And I do feel a lot of happiness. I feel like your son is going to get married this year. Or if not this year, very early into 2022. I get the temperance above her as well, Kathy.
Yeah.
And her really meditating and bringing in that balance. And
yeah. Come on, she got the temperance in the center. We're reading two major arcanas in her clarification, the stars and the High Priestess. I mean, you can ask for a better layout of cards. Yeah, your year is going to be fantastic. You've worked for this. Your family has worked for this. I feel like it's not just you, it's the entirety of your family. Everybody's been doing everything they can to bring forth this prosperity and luck and love and balance. So I hope you're still here and that you got that message from us.
Yes, blessings to you, Judy. Yeah. I think it's going to be a great year for you. A lot of happiness and peace and balance coming in for you.
And Sherry Kirk, yes, I think Madison has met somebody or will be meeting somebody very shortly.
Let me see real quick.
I keep on seeing her bringing them to home gatherings, so you'll know how serious it gets when she brings them home. Judy's son is a Scorpio. He's a water. Isn't Scorpio Earth?
It's water. No, it's water. I got the Son of Pentacles, but as I picked that up, I felt a marriage with the sun. But it could. Your suits don't always represent what sign they are, but sometimes they do. That's why I asked if he was an Earth.
You're welcome, Vivian.
Oh, I'm sorry, J Kitty. Sending a lot of prayers for your family.
Yes, very much so.
All right. Well, do you want to pull a card for
I feel like this next year is going to be an extraordinary year for everybody. I think we're all going to have a better year this year. We need to quit worrying about the politics of things. I think that's all going to work out in our favor. We're going to see a lot of changes coming up with the people that are representing us.
Mm-hmm.
I think voter rights and things like that are going to get resolved. I think the economy is going to be looking better. I keep on seeing the stock market as a slight roller coaster like this. I don't see it going like this.
Yeah.
I don't see any major crashes. I see it more of a little up, a little down, is somewhat stable overall.
I agree.
We need to keep our prayers for Ukraine, and that the U.S. government helps them out in any way they need. If they need help with arms or anything, so that they can continue to defend themselves against Russia, and that Russia doesn't get stupid in the process.
Russia's going to be a thorn in our side this next year.
Yeah, the thorn's going to be focused at the Ukraine, though, not directly at us. It's going to be an indirect target, and I think we will stand behind the Ukraine. I think all of the UN will stand behind Ukraine, not just the United States. I think it'll be all of our allies.
Well, I'm not physically seeing any like war between us and Russia, but I do see a lot of skirmishes, and I do see a lot of cyber hacks from Russia.
Yeah, well, they're going to continue to try meddling in the United States' business, but in regards to Ukraine has assets that they want, and not only do they want their oil and their natural gas, but they want the waterways.
That's what they want. That's their main
lock
concern.
down the shipping lanes because it controls a major part of the shipping from China, the U.S. and the UK. And if they get control of that, we're going to have some really major issues with transporting goods. If Russia takes control of that, because it gives them a little bit, way too much power. So,
yeah, I agree. I'm sorry.
I don't see them winning that. I don't see them.
I don't either. But I just see them causing a lot of issues. I do feel with you, and like I said, me and you will get together here soon, probably January, and post a video on our predictions. And
and that's one area I do want to do some concentrated meditation on, to see how the Ukraine's going to come out on that. And
we both need to do some really good channeling and meditation work for different topics.
Yeah, I wish we were right on top of each other so we could just do a vibrational circle because we get so much more.
Well, me and you are both kind of on the same wavelength, and I bet you if we both separately meditate on stuff, and
I know we both have been doing.
You're going to be like exactly the same and pick up the same stuff. We always do. But I do see it being a better year. I do see. I think with the pandemic, I see us definitely getting that more under control, and I think that's why it's really been so hard. I do see it up and down a little bit. It's not going to be like the best year ever, but it's definitely we're starting to rebalance and get away from just all that negative. I think 2022 into 2023, I see that getting a lot better. But yeah, I hope that you all have a happy new year. And of course, always thanks, Kathy, for coming on. Oh, no, we wanted to do a collective card real quick, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do a collective. And then we'll...
Are you going to come on Sunday, this coming Sunday?
I'm wondering if I am or not. If I can, I will. My husband has friends coming out for the holiday weekend, and I'm not sure if they're leaving Sunday morning or if they're staying until Monday morning. So it will kind of just depend on that. But I will definitely let you know, and we'll be there if I can.
That'll be on the 2nd.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what day of the week it landed on. That's what I was looking to see what day it was. That'd be on the 2nd.
Yeah, if I can, I will. But I don't want to be rude if we have people over, you know.
Right. Oh, I totally, yeah. And I know you've had a lot of people in and out this holiday season.
Yes.
I totally respect that. Yeah.
Well, and you know, for the most part too, not that like if you wanted to do a collab, I would be opposed to it, but I had some people reach out about doing collabs. And after like the middle of December, like it was just getting too busy and chaotic. So I did my couple collabs, and I said if anybody else wants to do a collab, I'm more than open to it. But
right, I've got a couple that I need to respond back to. Bright Opal wants to collab with me, and Kathleen.
Nice.
Jay Lightworker wants to do a collab. And then I need to do some reaching out to a few more people also.
I told Mel that I would reach out to him in January, so
yeah, I would love to join you with Mel. I love his energy.
Yeah, him and Linda are both pretty funny.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
yeah, I would work with Linda too.
Yeah. As I was shuffling before we went live, I had a card fly out that I knew was our card for the collective. From what's
beautiful card.
Kathy brought me this deck, The Secret Language of Light. And the card for the collective today that I got for everybody is Light Beings. What a beautiful card. And so the message for you all today is enlightened soul information. The image depicts a light being. The term light being is used to describe a range of ethereal forms, including guides and angels. They observe your life from a higher perspective so they can see the most auspicious path for you to create your dreams and desires. Sometimes your light beings may seem to take you down a path fraught with difficulty. However, everything happens for a reason. Just as we know a baby will eventually walk, you will also find your footing and attain your dreams. Your light beings are not here to save you, for that would interfere with your ability to create unique paths and collusions. I can't speak today, sorry. They are keepers of faith. They are the keepers of the faith that holds and streams your past, present, and future dreams and desires to your heart. Only you can decide what to do with that information. You can't get it wrong, for your light beings will just show you another way. And to leave it off with that message for you all, I would just say that when I first started my channel, my guides told us that we were all light beings and that we were a collective group brought here to help raise the planet and our collective vibrations to higher. So we are all here for a purpose, and I love all of you.
Yes. We're brought together for a reason. We're here to help each other. And as a light being, that means all of us are of one light, the one light being from source. So
that's within all of us.
It's within all of us. So, it was great working with you today, Kevin. I've missed you.
Yes, I miss you too.
We have been hardly talking even because you've been so busy with family and friends. And
you know how the holidays are always so crazy. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you on here with us, Kathy. We all love you. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed to Kathy's channel, please go to Kathy's Guided Light Grow and subscribe.
And I will be getting my winter cards mailed out this week. I had to wait till the check came in. Didn't have any money left after Christmas. So I'll get those mailed out along with the books that go with them. I've printed those out. And I did get a hold of Greeter, and she's supposed to send me an email. She was the only one that hadn't gotten back with me. The winners of that were Vivian, Greeter,
That's right.
and Deb Z. So
And Deb Z, yeah.
yeah. So I will get those out, and we're looking forward to hitting 500. I know Kevin's getting close to hitting his 1,000 subscribers.
Yes, and once I do, I'm doing 2 free 30-minute reading drawings for my subscribers.
Yeah, you have 57 more subscribers, so invite your friends and anybody
Yeah, let's
else.
get me to 1,000. I would really appreciate it.
And don't forget, before leaving the channel, do hit the like button, the thumbs up button. It does help with advertising. The algorithms will start throwing ads for his show, and that's really helpful at building the channel up. So thank you all for all your love and your support for both of us. And Dean, I think, will be back after the first of the year and joining us again before long. I haven't heard from him this week. He's been busy. He's also spending the holidays with family. So looking forward to having him back home and on with us. So.
All right, everyone. Well, I'm wishing you all a happy new year, and I will be on at the beginning of the next year, 2022.
Yeah, and I will be on Sunday. I guess that'll be the 2nd.
That'll be the 2nd, right? Yeah. So we'll both be on live in the new year.
Yes. And maybe we can sneak one in between now and then. We can ad-lib something.
Right.
If our week allows it.
All right. Well, I'm wishing you all so much love and blessings and love and light for everybody's new year into 2020. And we will see you all real soon, okay? All right, bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.